Hello and welcome to the Hellraiser Boxing YouTube channel. Please, if you like today's blog, it's down there somewhere, hit the subscribe button. We love subscribes. We rely on subscribes to evolve the channel, to grow it. Okay, so today news came out. Eddie Hearn announced that boxer that I've managed from the start of his career, Asinia Byfield, will be taking on Ted, the big Cheeseman, for the British Super-Welterweight Title. It's a fight that we are all very, very excited about. We've had, I mean, it's been a very good end, the news today certainly, to a very, very frustrating 12 months for Asinia Byfield and everybody around him, to be honest, me included. He probably became noticed by most boxing fans when he knocked out or stopped Sam McNess on a Frank Warren show at the Copper Box Arena. It was on BT Sport. Asinia Byfield was a big underdog. I know that Asinia was very, very confident moving into that fight, as was everyone in our team. But for me, certainly my position that I have, like managing Asinia, I didn't want to be like overly lackadaisical, thinking it's a foregone conclusion. I'm just saying that this is a very, very hard fight. We've got to do it. But I had that little bit of excitement when I saw they put McNess as mandatory. I thought that's a bad move. That's not a good move. That's not particularly well thought out, because Byfield's done loads of 10-rounders and McNess hadn't, and Byfield's been in proper fights and McNess hadn't. But McNess had much better amateur pedigree, so I can sort of understand maybe where they were coming from with it. But I just thought, you know, if I'd have had McNess, I think I'd have probably taken more stepping stones towards having a hard fight in a 10-rounder en route. But anyway, listen, you can't really blame management for having confidence in their fighter. And McNess isn't a bad fighter, and I'm sure he will come again, although it's probably quite soul-destroying to lose in the manner that he did, because it was a stoppage. It was a bad stoppage, you know. It wasn't one where it was sort of like maybe the referee was early. It was one where, not just because I wanted Byfield to win, but I was sort of wanting the referee to step in maybe earlier than what he did in that fight. Anyway, we moved on. That was a good start to the 12 months, right? Then Asinia Byfield, we were offered a fight with a guy called Joe Pigford, who's also promoted by Frank Warren, seeing as we were at the time in negotiations to sign with Frank Warren. I thought that's a good fight, we can do that. Certain things happened which we don't need to go into, but Asinia Byfield then decided that he, for whatever reason, was not happy to sign the deal with Frank Warren, wanted to go a different route. Nothing against Frank. Frank's a brilliant promoter, probably the best promoter of our era. I mean, I know Eddie has put on maybe the biggest shows, but Frank has brought so many guys through his system to world titles, and you know, I think you've got to respect that. You've got to credit him with that. But anyway, right, Asinia wanted to go his own way, which he's done. Then it became very frustrating. The Joe Pigford fight was withdrawn after we got the initial offer. Asinia has never turned any fight down. He accepted it. Yes, we'll fight this Joe Pigford, who I've not heard anything of since. Then we were made to fight James Metcalf, JJ Metcalf from Liverpool, who is Shane Neary, a very exciting fighter from the past. His son. I actually won the purse bid, so I was thinking, wow, I mean, I'm going to lose money on this show. In fact, we had a backer, so we wouldn't have lost a lot, but it would have been hard, because the problem with it for me was that there were not enough fighters in Reading to fill the undercard, and we really wanted to put it on in Reading. In fact, putting it on in Reading was part of the deal with getting the backer. So to then be lumbered with this event, which wouldn't have lost fortunes because we had some money coming in, but it's a huge amount of work, and to do it for nothing, you know, to end up just breaking even, wouldn't really be that satisfactory to me, because it just would have been a massive chunk. Anyway, then I won the purse bids. James Metcalf then withdrew, which is a bit of a naughty withdrawing after purse bids have been opened, but anyway, we moved on. We were then due to fight Liam Williams for the British title, and that was due to go to purse bids, and right before the purse bids, Liam Williams withdrew. Maybe he got scared of the ghost. Anyway, for whatever his reason was, I don't think he was going. Liam Williams probably fight, you know, whoever he's got to fight to make the best money. But anyway, he withdrew, so he's not getting any money from Asinia Byfield now for the foreseeable future. Then the board nominated Ted the Big Cheeseman. Now, I know Ted Cheeseman very well. I've seen him all the way through the amateurs. He boxed for the Fisher Downside Club. Very exciting fighter, both in the amateurs and in the pros. He's boxed one of my guys in the pros, Mario Petrov. Mario Petrov is a decent boxer. He boxed in the World Series of Boxing. And to be honest, he got absolutely walloped by Ted Cheeseman. It was always going to be a hard assignment, and it actually was a very hard assignment, and he stopped Mario Petrov, and it just wasn't a nice fight. The same fighter, Mario Petrov, incidentally boxed Asinia Byfield, and Asinia Byfield just nicked it by a point, but it was a poor Asinia Byfield. It wasn't the Asinia Byfield that we see nowadays. Asinia Byfield had actually no amateur pedigree. Ted Cheeseman had good amateur background. Asinia Byfield didn't really develop in the amateurs. He developed once he turned professional. I remember at first, okay, I've got to straighten one thing out. I saw an interview a guy did. It's not a very good interview because you can't really hear properly what they're saying, but it's basically sounded to me like they were sort of saying, you've done it the hard way, you know, you started off as a journeyman. Right, I'll straighten that out right away. Asinia Byfield was never a journeyman. I thought when I first got him, he would make a very good journeyman because he's very elusive, very hard to hit, and very durable, and that's why I thought he'd be good as a journeyman. And he doesn't sell tickets, or he didn't sell tickets. As he's progressed and moved along, more and more of Reading have got behind him, and now he does sell his tickets. He's been quite a good ticket seller the last few times we've boxed. Anyway, so we now face Ted, Mr. Big Cheeseman. And just as a boxing fan, which I am primarily, I mean, I work in boxing, but I would certainly describe myself as a big boxing fan. This is exactly the sort of fight that does it for me. This is what I want to watch. You know, not guys padding records, not fights that are predictable before you know this one's going to beat this one probably on points. That's not what we want. This fight, this is exactly what I want to see. You know, this is two guys got a very good chance, great opportunity on Sky Sports, great platform. Everyone's going to watch it. People are going to get very excited about this fight. It's going to be an absolute belter. I think that Eddie Hearn bought into that idea that, you know, this is a brilliant fight. Everyone I spoke to about it straight away, really excited, wants to watch it. And on the back of that, Asinia Byfield has got a very good payday. He's got a fantastic opportunity on a great platform in Sky Sports. And I am honestly, as a boxing fan, even if I wasn't anything to do, this is the sort of fight that I want to see. 100%. I would not miss this for the world. So it's all there. Matchroom in their own time will announce the date. I noticed that they didn't actually put a date on it, so I'll let them do that. You know, they're paying for the fight. They're going to promote it their way. It's out of respect. I'll wait for them to announce it. And when they do, I'll be coming on here probably doing another blog about it because I'm very excited about this fight. Anyway, that's the blog. Please, what I'm really looking forward to is reading your comments and your predictions and what you think of this fight, because I think the build-up's going to be very entertaining and I'm really looking forward to it. Guys, please, once again, hit the subscribe. Follow our journey. There's a lot of things going to be coming up for Asinia that I think will be worth keeping an eye out for. Cheers very much, guys. See you then. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe. Bye-bye.